Alright guys, it's Young Bunnies here again, and I've got a tutorial today, first one I've ever done like this, and this is for sort of a valve system. I think I'm going to use this in a project on the server coming up, but while I was playing around with this in the creative world, I thought go ahead and put a tutorial out. I don't know, I haven't really looked on YouTube. I don't know if I'm sure there's better ways to do this and more of it, but I just thought I'd give this a shot. So what this is this is a valve system so that to separate out mobs one at a time, or probably not one at a time, but sort of in each. The idea here is to get a mob spawner working, and so each time the mobs come out, they'll be separated instead of just grouping together. This is useful. This is going to be useful if you want to do like waves of, like a zombie fight with waves or something like that, which is kind of what I had planned for going on the server. So basically, the way this is going to work, let's go ahead and put this on easy. So basically, the way this is going to work is, as the mobs come out of the spawner, they come up or whatever through a mob elevator or however you want to do it. So they end up coming through here, and when they go through, they hit this tripwire, which opens the gate in front, as well as all the other gates. So when the next one comes, it'll open up, and this guy will move down one spot. And basically like that, on and on like that. And you can make this as long as you want, depending on how many mobs you want coming up here. So you'll see when I put the next zombie in here, opens up, this one moves down, and they're separated like that. And so continue on, keeps working like that. And so we can keep going like this until it's filled up. You can make this as long as you need to be. It's really simple to make, not very difficult at all. So I'm going to continue again. So now this little one I made, oh, how did he get out? I'm not really sure what happened there. No, is he glitching out? I think he's just glitching out. He seems to be going back. Alright, so anyway, so then I have two ways here to get them out. So you could, if I've got this set up, so if I push this button, it'll open them up again like that. Get away, slime. So now they all move out one again, as you can see. Move down one more. Hit it again. Next one comes out. And so next to this, I've got set up a redstone clock here. So this would be useful if you want to, have it automatically set up so you're in an arena or something and you've got mobs, time it so mobs will come out and you fight, one at a time. You could set this, it's just a redstone clock. You can make this as long or as short as you want, depending on how difficult you want it to be, how often you want the mobs coming. So if I hit this button, that'll start the clock going, and then flip this lever, it'll move the block here, which will connect the redstone, and so now they'll start coming out one at a time here. And obviously, this is pretty quick delay right there. You can make this as long as you want, or use a better version of the clock here, because right now, the only way to stop it, for example, is to hit it like that. But so yeah, so that's the basic idea of this. Now I will show you how to make this. It's really simple. So yeah, so what we're gonna want, I just used cobblestone there. I'm gonna switch. Let's do iron blocks. I think they look cool. So basically, what you're going to want is, so this will be the area wherever they start coming in. And now I was having the tripwires work pretty funky. I'm not really sure the mechanics on how tripwires work. But so this seemed to be, let's see, where is this? Materials. this seemed to be the best way to do the tripwires. If you have a block under here, they don't work, which means to make sure the mobs keep coming the right way, just put a sign right there. Right, that's how I had it. Oh no. Let's see. Where did I just go? Alright. I put a half slab there. That's what it was. To make sure they can't go over there. Alright, so we'll put a half slab down here, and then we can put blocks over here like this, so that way the mobs can't go up that way. Now they have to keep coming down. So now we're gonna continue this down. This is just a channel for the mobs to come in, like this, and I put glass over it just so you can see what they're doing inside. But you could do this however you want. All right, so now let's see. I actually had that. Actually, I guess I had glass there, didn't I? Doesn't really matter. But so this will be, if you have them dropping down from above to go into there, or coming up from below via a mob elevator or whatever, however you want to do that. I just have this back one open so I can throw the eggs in there. So now we need to put the water stream in. And now, alright, so the water stream only goes this far, so now we need to do put a sign there, put a pressure plate down, the next water stream there. And if you don't need, depending on how big you want to make how many mobs you want to be able to control, you make this whatever size you need. Let's get that glass back. I'm so not used to creative mode building, so sorry for derping around a little bit. And I'm gonna have to take all this out anyway because I need to put in the gates anyway. So that was brilliant. But anyway, so you get the idea for this. I'm gonna put this back on piece room just so we don't have stuff going on around here. All right. So now let's see here. How did I have this? So I had a gate right here, and you have to put the gates down. You got to put a block underneath to put the gate, and then you can take it out. You can have these every other one. Seems to work pretty well, except you have to skip another one here, so the mobs aren't drowning in that water there. So here we go. Do one more. Alright, so there we go. And now, alright, so now we need to link these all together so they all open at the same time. So you just need to do a pattern like this. Oh. I think I messed up here, didn't I? Don't need that one. Alright, so now, there we go, and now we're just going to put redstone going into these fence gates here. So when the redstone is lit, it'll open the gates. We're going to put a repeater there, which will extend the signal. Plus, when you've got, this is a longer distance, so it's better to have, you want to have a little bit of a delay there, just in case mobs are coming up real quickly here, just to give that one a chance to move a little farther. So here we go. And now, let's see, where does that, all right, yeah. So we get the signal out from the tripwire. Yeah, we go like this. But now, let's just put a block there to make sure the redstone signal is going, because it needs to be pointing into the block, I think. So now, this should work here. Oop, let's just, come on, swim, swim, swim. Alright, so now let's just test this real quick. So, see, we go through, and then it stops us. So that's basically, that's a basic idea for the valves there. So that'll be, you know, if you want to get a bunch of mobs, just extend this pattern out as far as you want. And hook it up to your spawner if you're in survival. Oh, peaceful. So he's going to go through, and there you have it. So that's that. And now, if you want to, if you want to have a manual, or however you want to do it, you basically do the same thing we did over here, except in reverse, because you need the repeat. You can't use the same current because you need the repeater going the other way. I guess you could, if you wanted to use the same redstone. I suppose you could just do, or I don't know. You could, anyway. You figure that out. But just going the other way, so the signal just does the exact same thing, but in reverse. So you're manually opening the gates instead of with the tripwire there. And then add a clock or whatever you want. And so that's that, guys. I think I'm going to be using this in a project I hope to be doing pretty soon, making sort of like a challenge where you know, you're in an arena and it's sending mobs out. If you want to hook up something where you give each of them items or put potions on them, you can do that as well, you know, at the end here, right before they go out. Put a tripwire with a dispenser or whatnot. But yeah, so there's that. Hope my first tutorial was informative and easy to follow. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, everything like that. And hopefully I'll be having a practical application with this in my survival server. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Peace.